أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه أفأنت تكون عليه وكيلا صدق الله العظيم. This is ayah number 43 in Surah Al-Furqan in juz number 19. My dear respected brothers and elders, Allah Ta'ala is saying, have you seen the one who has taken his focus in life, his motive in life, his drive and source of motivation in life to be his own internal desires? This is an extremely deep point highlighted by Allah Ta'ala. And it's yet to define what do you regard as God. Because the hadith, the Quranic ayah is saying, have you taken your desires as God? Everybody knows that our desires are not our creator. And our desires are not our sustainer. Our desire is not the one that is sustaining the skies and the earth. So why has Allah said ilah? Because, yes, we understand that definition of God to be the first cause that created everything, the one who brings life into being, the one who gives death, so on and so forth. But on a day-to-day basis, what in our life is playing a godly role? What in our life is playing that pivotal role of being the motivation behind our decision making? And wallahi, why did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam year in, year out ensure he sat in i'tikaf for 10 days? Why did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ensure every day at night time he moved away from his bed, he spared time? All day he was in the state of worship. He was praying 5 times salah, with jama'ah, back and forth in the masjid. Yet he designated a time to be with Allah himself. Because my respected listeners and elders, in this state of disconnection from materialism, in this state of disconnection from distractions, does a person really develop the ability to filter his desire from the real God? He can ask himself those true questions which the heart will never lie to you. We can, wallahi, with our tongues we can convince anybody. With our tongues we can convince anybody, and nobody can really, even if their gut feeling is telling them that we are lying, they may not be able to justify it or have evidence against it. But we, in our own conscious mind, are so distracted by the world that we don't really have a conversation with ourselves. When's the last time we had a conversation with ourselves? And when were we last honest to ourselves that today, from the second I woke up, I made a decision with regards to what I'm going to wear. I made a decision with regards to how I'm going to conduct myself with my family. I decided what to eat. I decided where to go. I decided where to spend the first few hours of my day, the middle few hours of my day, and how to finish my night. And at least 10 to 15 important decisions of our day-to-day happened. It's sad because we think these decisions are futile. The decision of what to wear was a futile decision. We consider it to be futile and empty of important reason. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his lifestyle showed us that nothing is futile. He gave names to his animals. He gave name to his properties because he felt there was meaning in every single thing around him. One of the main benefits of dhikr, of sitting down and allotting a time for Allah where we just mention his name, is when we mention Allah's name, we develop anchorage, stability, thabat of ourselves.
That anchorage, you mean? Yes.
Anchor.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're really distracted. We're just flying around like fleas and lice. We don't know where we are. And really, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Where am I from? Where am I going? How has my day developed my future? Because my dear brothers and elders, 10 years down the line being our retirement future, or children being married into their household's future, or the house I'm going to live in as a future, these are all potential futures. But the yaqeeni future, حتى يأتيك اليقين, the certain future, is the future of closing our eyes and opening them, and we're standing in front of Allah.
Absolutely.
Now, has my today designed that potential future, that definite future, such that I will be confident and stable and able to respond to my Allah's questions?
Absolutely correct.
Or has my day just been in distraction? No, look, I admire the intention of every Muslim, and especially our community and the community of all the Muslims. I have that, and we have that husnul dhan, that good thought about everybody's intentions. But Shaitan is a very cunning, clever individual, whereby he won't really tamper with our intentions necessarily. He will make us innocently do things that are bad. By just distracting us with the notion of games, distracting us with the notion of messages, the WhatsApp conversations, and nowadays the Netflix and this series after that series. Wallahi, my respected listeners, coronavirus will finish. COVID-19 will finish. And everyone will go back to their offices, and everyone will go back to their schools. And yes, the discussion for the first 3 or 4 days will be, oh, what did you get up to? And I promise you, you will be sad to hear that some will come back with really good, positive feedback. And you may be of those who have gone back to say, oh, I finished this series, and I finished that series, and I got to that level in this game. But some people had started online businesses in that time. Some people had finished the Quran maybe twice or thrice in that time. Some people developed the ability to read the Quran, which they've become 30, 40 in their life and never had the confidence to, open the pages of the Quran and read it. Today I was speaking to a minister of the chapel, and he was saying, well, when you're in your prayer, what do you people read? Do you always have a Quran in your pocket when it comes to reading? I'm like, no. Every single Muslim reads the Quran off by heart. In prayer we read it, and he was shocked. And my dear brothers and elders and sisters back home, know that this is the beauty of Islam. We still have that link and connection with Islam, especially as people in this community who still have some link with Islam in terms of the children are coming to the masjid, we come to the masjid at least once. Let's not be like those generations of Muslims who have forgotten, totally forgotten. And they're there out in the world. There are generations of Muslims that have totally forgotten. They only remember their grandparent having this and such name, or they have the name of a Muslim, but they don't really know what it means to be a Muslim. So let's be honest with ourselves. Is my desire the focus and the drive of my day? That I want to eat this? I only be good because my desire says to be good? Or what is the definition of good and bad? Ask yourself these important questions. Be honest to yourself. And the best time to be honest with yourself is when nobody else is there. Because the truth is, we're always wearing a mask. We're always wearing a mask. And the only time we really remove that mask, it doesn't mean we're fake, but the only time we're really, truly, genuinely honest is when we're on our own, between me and my Allah. When you can actually declare your sins without being judged, when you can actually declare your shortcomings without having to reap judgmental eyes. So my respected listeners, please spare these 5-10 minutes a day before we go sleep or before Fajr in the morning. Just you and Allah, you yourself and Allah, you yourself. Wallahi, those 5-10 minutes will be better than any self-development course you can come up with. Because you've been honest with yourself. Let's be honest with ourselves. Are my desires the drive of my day? If they are the drive of my day, then I am the exact highlight of this ayah. أَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ Have you seen the one who's made his desires his God, i.e. his desires decide for him what he should do today and every day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless me and you to understand these ayat, and may Allah ta'ala bless me and you to develop the connection which will last till the end. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.